Welcome to the Skyrim walkthrough. Return back to High Rothgard and convince the Greybeards to take you to their leader.
You weren't ready. You still aren't ready. But, thanks to the blades, you now have questions that only Paarthurnax can answer.
Turns out they actually don't know what he looks like, but he's at the top of the hill.
Being allowed to see him is a great privilege.
They'll teach you one last shout, one that can clear skies. Use this to clear out all of the storms blocking your way to the top of the mountain. You'll eventually make it to the throat of the world, where you'll meet Paarthurnax, the leader of the Greybeards. And also a dragon.
Drem Yolok. Greetings, Hundanik.
It seems the only way to beat Alduin is to finally find one of the Elder Scrolls. However, nobody seems to know where they are.
You are likely better informed than I.
Not the kind of thing you will find in your local bookshop. Let me think.
Perhaps the College of Winterhold. What learning there is in Skyrim is gathered there.
Your best lead is to join the Mages College. The Mages College is far off into the north. And you can't simply just waltz into the building. It's locked. You're gonna have to legitimately join as a member of the Mages Guild. This leads to more side quests, but we'll cover that in the mage-specific areas. You want to head up to the library and talk to the orc here.
You give an old man.
You are now in the Arcanium, of which I am in charge.
It seems he has some knowledge about the Elder Scrolls. He'll give you a tome, which is kind of cryptic, doesn't really make sense. However, you'll notice the name, Septimus Cygnus. Maybe he knows something. Head up further north. The terrain is a little rough, so you might have to spiral around the college. Take some alternate routes and walk through some freezing water. As long as you're okay taking an icy swim or fighting some walruses, you should be fine. Eventually you'll meet Septimus, and yeah, he's off his rocker. He speaks in strange tongues, and it kind of doesn't really make any sense.
Well, to be within the will inside the walls.
But he'll give you a magical box and tell you where you can actually find the Elder Scrolls. Head to this next dungeon. It turns out to be an old dwarven workshop. Many of the enemies down here are mechanical in nature. Robotic spiders, and defenders, and centurions. Make sure both yourself and any companion you bring with you have strong armor and weapons. All of the dwarven creations will just try to ram into you with their blunt force attacks and speedy nature. There's also ancient elves within here, and I'm not talking about civilized ones, like from Morrowind. No, these ones are kind of savage. That doesn't mean that they don't have some magic on their sides, though. Watch out when they use electricity attacks, as it will drain your magic bar quickly, so switch to close-range combat or ranged archery. Eventually, you also have to fight the giant centurion. Your shield will come in handy for blocking his swings, but for his steam attacks, you should just run away. Nothing really will block that powerful steam. Going further in, you'll meet some Imperial guards. It seems they're fighting amongst themselves, but go ahead and join the fray anyway. You can beat both of them down and take their loot from them. One of them has surprisingly good steel armor. If you don't have some already, equip it on yourself or give it to your teammate. Next you'll be heading down to the very depths of the Dwarven Underground. There's still more of the same enemies here, but they have a greater range and they can see you easily. They can snipe you down easily with your bows or magic. However, there are some helpful Dwarven tools left around. If you find a robotic crossbow laying around, go ahead and hit the switch and use it to trap some enemies. Eventually you'll find the location of the Elder Scrolls. The Dwarven device to unlock it seems a little strange, but it's actually pretty easy. Just put the box on the pillar on the far right. Now, hit each of the buttons, going from the right to the left. Each time you activate the device, a new switch will open up. Pick up both the box and the Elder Scrolls, you'll be able to continue with the main quest. For more hints and strategies, check out our Elder Scrolls V Skyrim walkthrough.